Mike, it's interesting. Bush gets virtually no news these days. He is the President of the United States for another year. Recently, he just did a number of signing statements where he said that Congress's bill to approve various military expenditures where they said don't use it for permanent bases in Iraq, he did a nice little signing statement and said, I'm going to ignore that. Here you have, the power of the purse is right here in the Constitution. Mm-hmm. George Bush is ripping up the Constitution and nobody's noticing. And I think the reason is not only have Democrats moved on, not only have Americans moved on, but your party has moved on. George Bush's approval ratings are somewhere between Nixon's and Carter's, lower than Carter's, barely higher than the president that was forced from office. And in the Democratic Party, you see a lot of discussion about change, but in the Republican Party, Mitt Romney uses the word change. McCain will tell you that Bush's policy in Iraq was a terrible policy, the Rumsfeld policy, he calls it, because he doesn't want to call it the Bush policy. Isn't all of America moving away from the Bush era?
Mark, elections are about the future, not about the past. Each individual on both sides that are running to articulate a vision if they're going to win. John McCain and Mitt Romney are trying to articulate what their vision is going to be, and their vision doesn't include what the past is about. It includes the future. Let me tell you this. It's okay when you're getting the nomination for both Senator Clinton and Barack Obama to talk about, how bad the president is and how, they're going to change all his policies and stuff like that. But once one of them gets the nomination, if they continue to campaign against the president instead of against their opponent, we're going to have a Republican president because this election is not about George Bush. It's about the future.
Mike, in 1988, George Herbert Walker Bush definitely did not run away from Ronald Reagan. He kept him, Alzheimer's riddled as he was, as much by his side as he could. He said 4 more years. You will not find John McCain or Mitt Romney or Mike Huckabee ever say, or Ron Paul, ever say the word 4 more years.